Alright, hey guys, this is Filthy Casual. I'm about to go over the Frieza changes in this patch. I'm gonna do this all in one take, so it's gonna be kind of rambly and all over the place. Just gonna go over my thoughts on how Frieza changed, what I like, what I don't like, what I think is useless, what I think is really good. So, without any further ado, let's just get right into it. Alright, so, first thing that changes is 5S. 5S is a little faster now, it's like 3 frames faster. I think this is a good change overall, but I don't think it's game-breaking. Like, full screen, you'll still get beaten out by beams if you do it at the exact same time. Like, I'm going to show you with Kid Buu real quick here. Just have him jump to time his beam. And then I'm going to try and 5S at the same time to challenge it. Boom, just get blown right through. It is better to just preemptively do. Like, if you think they're about to do a beam, just press it real quick. But if they do it at the exact same time, you're going to get blown up for it. It's better, like, not full screen. But at that point, you need to think about how much you're pressing 5S. Like, 5S right here is easily jumped over. It can air dash in and hit you and punish you for it. About right here-ish is probably a good spot. I think you can beat beams done at the same time here. Nope, you can't. Never mind. Okay, so yeah, the 5S change helps with zoning. It's probably more oppressive against characters who don't have beams than it is with ones that do have beams and zoning potential. Like, a character like Cell can just jump over it, hit you with his beam, and it'll just nullify the entire thing. So, it's a good change. It's nothing game-breaking, but it's a nice quality of life thing, I guess. What else got changed? This move. The "You might not survive this time." The biggest jumble of words ever for a fighting game move. This move got less recovery. Like, if you do this, you can backdash after it, you can do another one in the air, and you're less likely to get punished for doing it. Like, if they see you do it, they can't just run under you and then just super dash and it'll still be a punish. This might be useful for zoning. Like, it covers a decent angle, but it's still really slow. Like, this might be good against characters who don't have horizontal air options. Like, say, Super Saiyan Goku could just hit his beam and it'll just beat it outright, but against a character like maybe Piccolo or Bardock or even Nappa, because you're going to see a lot more Nappas now, just letting you know, this might be a decent, just obnoxious zoning tool. Here, I also found something really neat with it. You can do this, into this, and it's a true combo. I don't think it's that useful, actually. It's just neat. Like, it's a cool little extension that you can do before. I think that's it for that move. I don't think it's still that useful for zoning. It's just a little too slow, you know? Like, and the reward off it isn't great. Like, it's still just something you vanish into, which is the same as every other beam in the game. So the only thing that sets it apart is, like, its startup, recovery, and the distance it covers, which is about the same as Cell's beam, but it's a little slower, so it's still outclassed by other moves. Alright, let's keep it going. Let's see. Death Slash. Death Slash got mega beefed. Like, this move is so good now. Like, this is one of the best round start moves in the entire game. Like, it is really difficult for people to challenge this. Like, even Kid Buu can't challenge this with any of his normals right now. Like, his 5M and his 2M will just get beaten outright. I think his beam just gets beaten outright. He has to just kind of respect it. Like, I think the only characters I've tested that can challenge it are, like, Bardock with his haymaker, the fucking lariat. Like, but that just beats everything round start, except for, like, 5Ls. And even then, it's kind of risky to just throw out a 5L, because you can delay it, then do it. But, yeah, this is a really good round start move now. Like, Frieza on point might be a good idea, because you could just do this, do an assist, and then you're in there. Like, and if they try to jump away, the Death Slash is just going to have enough blocks and to carry them straight to the ground, and they're in the beam. It's also good for his 2H. Like, his 2H into Death Slash is now a completely full, tight block string, and they can't, like, reflect or anything after it. Which is good, because a lot of times people would jump at me, I do 2H, they'd block, and then I do Death Slash, and I'd get punished. Like, they'd either reflect the Death Slash and hit me, or I'd react too slowly with Death Slash, and there'd be a big enough gap that they'd, like, vanish or something. And it was really obnoxious, but now that shouldn't be an issue. Okay, so that's enough of Death Slash. What else we got? We got his assist. His assist got beefed up in that it does way more hit stun. Like, it's easier to confirm into a actual combo with it now, which is really, really nice. That happened to a lot of other characters, too. That happened to 21 now. That's the only one that I can think of, where assists that were usually just good for covering space also are good now for doing combos. Like, this is also really good for a character like, say, Goku, where you could just do Death Slash, Super Dash, and then you get a sliding knockdown because Goku can just do that anywhere. But, I'm really disappointed that you can't use it in block strings very easily still. Like, there's still only, like, 4 characters that are really good at using it in block strings. Like, Cell's still pretty good with his Perfect Attack Light. Bardock is still really good with it, his Rebellion Spear. Black can just do normals into it. 21 can just do normals into it. But beyond that, most of the cast still struggles to use it at all in pressure, which is really disappointing. Like, they buffed it, but not in the way most people wanted it buffed. Like, I don't think anyone was asking to make it easier to combo with, like, as a combo starter. Like, it's already mad easy to just combo with normally. Like, you just do, like, an air juggle, hit H, then call the assist, they pop back up, and then you just continue the combo. So, that's a neat change. Still doesn't help his synergy. Like, his synergy is basically the same as it was before. I think that's all I've got to say about that. What else got changed? I think that might be it, except for Golden Frieza. Let me check the list real quick. Oh, Warp Smash, yeah. I forgot this was a change. Warp Smash. This move has slightly more invul now. Or, I should say, more accurately, the invul activates a little sooner. Before the patch, I believe the invul activated at frame 6. And now it activates at like frame 4, frame 3. I'm not exactly sure. I don't think this change matters at all. I don't think you want to do this move. It's too risky. Like, if you're in pressure and you use this move, you're going to be at about this distance. And even if you activate it successfully, you completely whiff. So it is like a get out tool, but the risk of getting hit and taking the full combo versus the reward of just I'm out, I don't even get pressure or a combo compared to Vegeta or Gohan, where they do their thing, call an assist, and they basically are at an advantageous situation, is heavily skewed towards characters like that and not skewed towards Frieza. Like, you could call an assist late, I guess, and then maybe get some pressure, but it's still kind of risky. Just because it's hard to confirm. It's a down-down motion, which means you're going to have to stand up to do it, so characters with a lot of lows might clip you. And it's not invul at the start, which is the biggest thing. Like, there's still a moment in time where you can just get hit at the start of it. If it was like fully invul, I'd say yeah, it's good, but it's not. So I'd say just don't bother with it. Don't bother with it. Just defend normally. Use reflect. Like, maybe in situations where you'd mash a 5L with a different character because Frieza is so slow, you can do it. But beyond that, just don't even worry about this move. It's just combo filler. Alright, but lastly, we have Golden Frieza, and man oh man am I salty about this change. I think I'm the only person on the planet that actually cares about this change, just because I've personally invested a lot of time into making Golden Frieza work. And I did that by making setups where you would have the opponent block stuff, and then cancel into Golden Frieza to get like a mix-up off of it. And if you hit them with a mix-up, you would basically do like a touch of death, and they would just kill an entire character. That stuff is completely dead now. As you probably notice, Golden Frieza has a lot of startup. Like, there's this moment there where he's just waggling his tail, and that's like the startup of the move. There's like 2 full seconds before it even enters the cinematic, which means you can't really do any sort of block string into it. Like, even with assist, I think there's not enough time. Like, see, we'll just do guard first only. We'll do this. We'll do this, call Goku. Yeah, and then we'll cancel, so... Goku. Ooh, maybe. Nope, that still has a gap. So yeah, rip any setups you had off with that. But, in exchange, we got guard point. Basically, I'll set Kid Buu to attack me to show you what I'm talking about. Just have him do his medium attack. Alright, so when you activate it, you automatically just no-sell any attack that comes at you. Like, you're completely invul from the start of it. Like, even if you're mid-block stun, or block stun I should say, when the attack's coming out. Like, if there's an attack inside of you while you're activating, you'll still be safe once you complete the transformation. Like, it's very riskless to activate. It's still risky to use, because it requires 3 bars, and it has the recovery state at the end. But I think they want you to use this as a reversal now and try to punish people mid-pressure. Like, they want you to do stuff like, okay, Kid Boo's attacking me. I can see that he's recovering now because I canceled out of my move, and I punish him with that. I think they did this because this move is just really bad as a reversal. Like, half the time you activated it, people would just go under it or whiff completely. And instead of buffing this, they changed Golden Frieza to accommodate that niche, that level 3 niche. The biggest problem is you can only do that once per game, because Golden Frieza still only activates once per game, and it's not a guaranteed punish. Like, I think people might be able to jump cancel if they attack you during that. I haven't tested that out yet, but it's okay. Like, the last thing they gave to it was you have a reverse beat, which means you can link mediums into lights, you can link heavies into mediums into lights, which is better for combos right now than it is for pressure. As you can see, like, I did light, medium, light, and that was impossible before. That doesn't really increase his mix-up potential at all. Like, he doesn't have any highs off of that. He still only has a universal overhead, and he can't combo out of it in Golden. Like, he can't even do Vanish. You still need an assist to combo off of it. And because you can't cancel strings into Golden without leaving a gap, like, you won't get any mix-up opportunities off of the cancellation. So, pressure-wise, I think he's about the same. The only thing that really increased was his combo potential. And I'm going to try and show you that really quickly. Like, this video is getting pretty long, so I'm going to just, if I fuck it up, just search Golden combos in the Frieza Discord or on YouTube and you'll see what I'm talking about. So we're just going to give this like 1 or 2 attempts. You have stuff like that where you get loops now. And it looks really cool, and it does do a lot of damage. But it's still starter dependent. Like, say if you do like a jump in, like, you're still going to get around 4K after completing a loop, as opposed to like the 6K you'd get if you did something else, like if you did like a medium starter. And because it costs 3 bars, you're at the end, if you just like use DHCs, like if I just do 2M into a basic combo with a Goku assist, it'll end up being about the same damage as canceling into Golden. At least for right now. If people further optimize it, it might be better. But for right now, you still can just get a ton of damage by using his DHC properties. So I don't think it's that useful right now. I think what they're trying to do with it is make him better as an anchor, because it gives him more damage solo, not more damage when he still has teammates. When you still have teammates, you just want to use the assists and DHCs to extend combos, because it gets about the same damage. But I think that's it for Golden. Still very salty that I lost my setups. Still don't think it's that useful. I could be proven wrong. I'd like to be proven wrong about that, because I want Frieza to be as strong as possible. But for right now, like from what I've seen, people are using like 2M starters to get like 8k damage by sending 6 bars, and you can just do that normally with normal Frieza if you use your DHCs correctly. Like I said before, it'll still probably be useful like if he's your last character and you have sparking, but you usually don't want Frieza as an anchor because he's designed to be a zoner, and anchors need to be more than just zoners. They need to have good neutral and some, I'd say, decent mix-up potential. Maybe not great mix-up potential, just it's more about their neutral. And Frieza still needs assist for his neutral. But we'll see how things shape up. It could end up being really, really good. But I think that's all of his changes for right now. Overall, I'd say he's a little bit better. The biggest get was 236L. Like, this move is just much better now. It's crazy good. You can't just spam it in neutral because it still has unlimited range, but like at this distance and at round start, it's really, really good. Those are pretty much all my thoughts on Frieza, so what do you guys think? Think he's better? Think he's worse? Pretty much the same? You excited to see Golden Frieza combos now? You think he might actually show up in tournaments as opposed to never? Let me know in the comments. If you like this video, maybe subscribe, maybe like. And that's about all I've got to say. Peace.